Hey guys, what's going on? FYMyPawn here, and welcome back to Create Arcane Engineering. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we were currently going through the efforts of just building some machines. I did feel a little bit lazy as of the previous stream for Create, but ultimately, I've renewed my vigor. I'm back at it again. And for today's stream, what we're going to be doing is we are going to start making a few more of the simple machines before we get back into the more complex versions of the machines. But I digress. We're just going to make the core machines, and I guess we'll see what happens. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. Alrighty then. So, what do I mean by core machines? I'm talking about the situation we have with our current smeltery that we have right now, which is currently outside, and we could do better. So, as you know, the furnaces that we got outside are not going to be ideal for what we're trying to do here. So, I'd like to get rid of the coal component that we have for I want to get rid of the coal component, so we don't need more coal anymore for the furnaces. I'd also like to basically organize it in a more uniform manner, so that way I can just quickly go in, gather the materials I need for it, and just let it process as quickly as I can theoretically process it for. Now, is it going to be perfect? Probably not. There is nothing that's perfect in this game. But we'll try our best, is what I'm going to try and say, in regards to just getting what we can here. It does appear that our inventory is not enough to house everything that is in our inventory, so we'll also have to deal with that. But I do believe it's a easy fix, assuming we know what we're doing. I'm going to just quickly put these away temporarily. And yeah, I'll just quickly go through and hit C. That should sort out most of the random mechanisms here. Let's see. Is there anything for our backpack first before we go into the complexities of just building a new machine? Okay, so backpacks, upgrades. Okay, sophisticated backpacks, let's see. I think what we need at best is probably one of these stacking upgrades here. We won't be able to get the Orb of Temporary Flight, but we can certainly get ourselves a stack tier 3 upgrade here, which will allow us to stack items in our bag. And I do believe that will help the best out of anything that we could do. So first, we're going to need to get our hands on some upgrade bases. So we need Polished Darkstone and Runic Tablets. I do believe we have the majority of what we're looking for there. It's just a matter of getting everything else. I'm going to quickly get a free chest here, and we're just going to toss everything that we don't need in there. There we go. That'll do for now. Got an Artificer Legendary Bag, which is another bag added to the list. Got a mining task, which we can right-click to learn. 3 raw iron. Huh. I've currently only got crushed material, I do believe. But raw iron, I could easily procure real quick. But regardless, we'll worry about that later, because obviously we're more focused on the core components of what we're trying to do here for today. So, let's get the 4 slates, which shouldn't be impossible to do, because they're quite literally made here. We just need 4 of those slates. We need polished deep slate? No, polished blackstone. Darkstone? Blackstone? Darkstone. Alright, getting polished darkstone is literally as easy as that. So all we do now is just take this. There we go, get the upgrade base for it. And let's see, we need an aureole bottle, which is, I do believe, relatively easy to make and procure. Yeah, you just need to get a bottle of, bottle, and then you can bottle that, I think? Let me just check to confirm. Because we got the aureole essence. Okay, let's see. And to get it, we need to take an empty vial, which is ghostly glass. Okay, so we got to get some ghostly glass if we want to do that. Instead of the intended glass. Question is how I would go about procuring such a thing. Let's see. It's just a matter of getting the ghostly glass, right? So, how do we get ghostly glass? That is a deployer with a soul bead on normal glass. Okay. That's the easiest way to go about it, huh? Well, I mean, we are going to need certain machines anyways for this sort of thing, so it's not like it's a huge deal. I just have to go through and see what I can do here. Well, I'm going to need to make these machines anyway, so we'll put the upgrade on hold, I guess, for now. Because it's not like we can do anything about it. I mean, we can. It's just going to be tedious. Grab the glass. Grab... Let's see if we can't find some more soul beads. It sounds like we're going to need a lot more. Do we have any in our bags? That's the question. Okay, no, we have souls, but no soul beads there. Okay. I know roughly what I'm looking for, though, so it's not like it's a huge deal. Here they are, soul beads. 18, specifically. Okay, no soul beads there. That's fine. Yeah, no, this is all the soul beads we have. Okay, so we just need to get some glass real quick then. We then need to find a machine within our base that can accept it. I mean, we could go in the back there, but that's not going to cut it, so I guess we'll just quickly use one of these machines here. And let's see, do we have anything that can help us here? Currently, no. It doesn't look like it. Okay. Alright, let's see. Base expansion. It is a 5x5 right now. Okay. Okay, that's 3. 6. Alright, there we are. Oh, not enough mana, that's fine. At least we're getting plenty of stone for this. Alright, let's start by breaking some iron here. Let's see, we managed to get 2 iron, we've managed to get not enough copper. Well, no, we got plenty of copper, I just need iron right now. Or at least that takes priority here if we want to get the upgrade there, but it's not too big a deal. Okay. So, in order for us to cook resources in a reasonable manner, we're going to have to make it a slow draw here. And we're going to have to introduce a fan within the area. So, oops, that is not what I meant to do. Alright, well, I had thought my other one was a bit smaller, but I guess not. It's been a while since I've used that, so I guess it makes sense that I would make a hiccup like that, but it's fine. No big deal. Alright. Well, first order of business is setting up the design, right? So all we gotta do here is basically get our hands on... We need the belts, we need shafts, we are gonna need... What else? Yeah, we need the belts, we need the shafts, we need... I know there's another step to this process, I just can't recall what I need specifically. Right, we are going to need a encased fan. In fact, we're going to probably need all of them because we need to make 4 different types of... Yeah, we need to make 4 different types of rotational force, basically. We do have mechanical presses, so that is going to be handy in the future, but... Again, not that big a concern. But, yeah, we need encased fan, we're gonna need netherrack, or whatever have us to get this stuff sorted. I think we keep it really simple. So, the goal here is to get it to here, and then we want it to go all the way back. Nothing too crazy beyond that point. As for how we go about it, we put this here. Put the encased fan in. And in the back, we will set up a proper rotational force for it, put simply. Seems we managed to cross a cave. Not that I'm going to be pursuing it as much. There we go. Okay, so we are going to need some gears. We're going to need small and big gears, but we're probably going to need more in the future, so we'll worry about that in a bit. But yeah, we take 2 small gears, connect the fan there, connect the shaft here. There we go. That's that connection done. So anytime, once we're set up, we can worry about organizing this, and if we do need it, we can put a gear shift on here, and that will get the rotational force of the wind going in the proper direction. Now, of course, we want this belt to be moving as slowly as possible while it's processing. But otherwise, everything else can just remain at its same speed. So what we'll probably have to do is we'll have to take the rotation here by getting 2 encased chain drives to go under the floor, so that way we've got another connection that we can reliably use in order to power these machines. But I digress. We do the same thing here for the next machine. Okay, we do double small gear here. We're encased fan, there we go. But yeah, we do the same thing here. I guess we technically need to move it back a little further, because we do need a means to set up a fire, which will allow for a smoking. We need lava to set up as the cooking, and we need one for washing, don't we? So I guess what we'll probably do is we'll put lava on this one. So yeah, no, we need to move this a little bit back. Otherwise, same difference. Okay. Alright, we then do the encased fan here. We will set up a lava here, I suppose. This one's going to need to be a little different, though, I do believe. Because we do need the fire on the end here. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to do a... We'll have to set up netherrack here. Meaning we're going to actually have to connect it through here, aren't we? So if we break this... Okay, so all we gotta do here is just get the 3 gears. One here, one here, one here. Connect it. Put the fan there. Connect that there, there we go. Put a bit of stone right under it. And then we can put some netherrack on the bottom here, so that way we got a smoker. There we go. So yeah, netherrack goes there, fire will be ignited on the top here, and then it will send smoke out. At least that is the intended plan. So now, all we do is just get the mechanical belts here, just so we have them all set up and ready to go. Alright. And that is the 2 there done. Relatively simple machines, if you look at it. But ultimately, a very complex mechanism. Well, sort of complex mechanism that really helps us a lot. But anyways. We've got the smoker, or rather we got the cooker, the smoker. We now need the washer. So in order for us to do that, we're going to need to... Well, first, obviously, we need to make a line here. So that way we at least have the rotational force going for us here. Let us get some encased chain drives. We don't have enough to warrant a large usage, though. So we'll have to get more, obviously. So, yeah, we're going to have to make some more encased chain drives, it seems. Alright. I guess while I'm doing this, do I have a, I do have a deployer, so I can make this happen, actually. Okay, so the deployer's here. Do we have a means of placing down objects, is the thing. We have a weighted ejector, but that's not exactly what I was hoping for. We do have a depot, though. This is exactly what I needed. So if we place the depot there, place the soul beads there, place the glass there, boom. We're getting ghostly glass in a reasonable manner. This is exactly what I needed to do, but I didn't have the time to do it, is the thing. But now that we have the ghostly glass, we can make as many ghostly vials as we want, meaning we have, well, not a near infinite supply, because obviously we need a ghost for that. But we do have enough ghostly glass to, at the very least, make some more bottles. Or empty vials that can be made into Oriole essence bottles. See, okay, so I do need a fluid tank to do this. Okay. So I'm gonna need a bucket, and then I can do the manual method. Okay. So, do I have a bucket on me is the question. Oh, we've already got the vials. Damn, I just didn't see them. Oh well. But, I digress. A bucket is gonna be necessary for this, so we'll have to grab one. There we go. Okay, that is a lot of mineral resin. I guess we're gonna need to get some rubber here. Just quickly pour that through before we're done. Get a nap in while we're here. Why not? Alright. That's done. So now, put in the Oriole essence. Put in the empty vials here. There we go. There we go. That is 3 Oriole bottles. And if I were to put the Oriole bottles in here, along with the upgrade base... Okay, no, hold on. Okay, so upgrade base. We need a anvil to get a stack tier 1 slate. And then to upgrade that, we can use either a source gem to get it to tier 2, a Oriole bottle to get it to tier 3, or a orb of temporary flight to get it to tier 4. How do you get an orb of our flight? So let's see. Arcane space-time constructs. It needs a bunch of in-world processes to get converted to a flying orb. Okay, so it is a long chain of commands, put simply, is what I'm getting off that. Which we don't have the time, nor do I want to make the effort for it. Okay, well, for now, let's just put in the resin. Yep, just put that there. Okay, so we just need an anvil then. Thankfully, we've got plenty of anvil here that we can utilize, and this one's chipped, so there you go. But if we take this upgrade base, get this tax tier 1, we only need a tier 3, so that should be fine. And if I go into this backpack here, there we go. Everything is going to stack up to a multiplier of 8 instead. So now, we can stow a little bit more inventory here because of that, which is really nice for us. This is also going to be good for if we want to stack up, 1 second. Sorry about that. But yeah, no, this is going to be good for stacking up mainly shafts, but this same varied upgrade is going to be good for storing cobblestone or mining goods. Really just depends on what we build, really. But hey, I'm not complaining because this gets us what we need, so yeah. Put that away. We're going to quickly go through here, sort through all that. There we go. We are still going to need a little bit more iron for this upgrades, or this quest completion. So I might actually go through and quickly get some iron here, because I know for a fact that there should be some iron hanging around here that I haven't just collected. Because I've been lazy on the iron collection. For a number of reasons, because we got a permanent iron farm, so there isn't really a need for me to actually get all this, but hey. Ow. Spooked me there. Wasn't exactly expecting that, but hey. We get ourselves some silver coins. Can't really complain. Here we are. Okay. Well, now that that's done, we need to get ourselves a bucket of lava, I do believe was one of the requests. Let's see. Yeah, no, we need a bucket of lava. We need to get our hands on... What else? Well, we need a bucket of lava. We need some netherrack. We can quickly go get that first. We need a single netherrack. We need a flint and steel, which should be in one of these few chests, I do believe. Let's see. A fire charge would also work if we could find that, but I highly doubt we're going to find one. Flint and steel, flint and steel. You know what? We got plenty of iron. We'll just make another flint and steel. Alright, there we go. Now we just need to get the lava, which is quite easy to do, if I think correctly. Yeah, no, like, we got a full set of, like, lava just generating more. Leave that alone. We are going to need a sign for the lava, so that way it doesn't pour out from the location that we're putting it at. Otherwise, we should be good. Oh. There we go. Spruce signs. That should be enough for what we're trying to do. We are going to need a bucket of water as well along the way, so we should probably grab that while we're around. Alright. I guess we're also going to need a means of food production, because currently we're starting to get low on our Sourceberry roll biscuits. So I think it might be high time we upgrade our food type and also increase the quality. But for now, I'm not too worried. Right now, we just need to focus on the materials that we need. But there you go. So that sign is going to maintain a reasonable position. It shouldn't burn, so we should be fine on that front. Because, I mean, signs like this just do that sort of thing. For this, we are going to need netherrack, and we're also going to need a fire here. There we go. That is going to maintain its position in cooking. I don't think we need to worry too much about the flow of where it's going to go, because it is going to cook either way. Although blowing is ideal, the ideal focus here. Regardless, we have now set the majority of what we need there. We are going to need, obviously, more rotational force here. And it might be in our best interest to probably shift this over a little bit. So that way we can get the rotation in a reasonable position for rotating. But I digress. We'll get a proper rotation going in a moment. It's just a matter of getting things set up. So, got plenty of andesite casing. Got even a little bit extra to top it off. So now, all we need to do, really, is just set up the rest. Oh, right. I should probably also, should put some signs on the bottom here, huh? Mainly signs to indicate, what is put in where, so that way I don't forget. That'd be the easiest way to determine what is needed for each casing. But I'm rambling at this point. We need to focus on this first, so. Right now, I do believe the biggest issue is that we need to get our hands on some... Yeah, we need to get our hands on some iron ingots, so that way we can get even more, I forget what it's called. It's... I know what I'm looking for, though. I'll explain along the way. But basically, we need iron nuggets here. We're going to need to at least take 32 of these and combine them together to get encased chain drives. There we go. And just for good measure, I will add one more extra. There we go. Put the rest of the iron away. And we've now got 33 encased chain drives, which is going to be a fantastic addition. Okay, this is going to allow for a lot of It's going to allow for a lot of movement with our shafts and whatnot. Okay. Put that there. We want to move it there. Get the rotation correct. There we go. Done. Okay, so for this, what we want to do is, well, first we're going to need to put in the... We'll put in some cobblestone so that way we can mark this properly. Oh no, I've been muted this whole time. Ugh, God damn it. Apologies for that. Yeah, no, I was going through explaining things and I didn't realize I was muted. Damn. To explain basically what I'm going through, I'm basically making a nice line here. One side needs to be fast, the other side needs to be slow, like I've explained before. But in doing so, I have to carefully align the encased chain drives correctly. Otherwise, it just doesn't work. Well, it doesn't work in certain ways, but if I do it the right way, then it basically works as intended. But we're going to be using this as a means of slowly cooking them without pushing the agenda too hard on the rotation. So me doing this tidbit here is going to be me trying to get the rotation working in a slow manner for when it does matter. So we just need to get 3 gears here. And I guess technically we can keep going a little further because we are going to need to align it a little bit differently. So what we need to do here is do that. And specifically, I want to turn it this way. So that way I can do this. Like so. Okay, it's the wrong direction, but that can be easily fixed with an encased chain drive, right? So what we do here is we just dig a few blocks down, do this, there we go. Go into our bag. And we need gear shifts, I do believe they're called. So it's going to require andesite casing, it's going to require cogwheels and redstone. So all we do here is just get these 3. Get 8, that should be enough for now. But yeah, we take the gear shift, place it there. Get a set of levers here. Flick it on. Nice. Done. And as doing so, this will allow for the rotation here to work as intended. And if we make this slow as well, that should be perfectly fine. But obviously, for now, we've got to focus on getting just the rotation here working. So that's all I really care about right now. Okay. So from here, we do another encased chain drive setup here. Get the shaft set up. There we are. Nice and clear. So now, all we gotta do is find a way to rotate these. And that should not be that hard to do, I do believe. I do believe, actually, if I do it correctly, what I could do is I could just... Yeah, no, I think I got it. Okay, so it's a bit of an awkward design, but I got the idea. So what we do is we take the encased chain drive, put it like that. Make sure it's rotating there. Then, all we do, connect it there. Connect it there, there we go. It does appear that it's rotating the wrong direction, though, so I'm gonna actually have to do it a different way. That isn't a bad thing, because that just means that we gotta do it a little earlier here. So what we do here, we go into here. Then we keep to the normal design here, right? But instead, we do an encased chain drive here. Like so. And we do it like that. Okay, we are obviously going to need a few more shafts, but that's fine. By doing it this way, we've created a proper rotation here. And aside from the rotation here being slow and this resulting in a slow burn, we need something a bit faster and a bit more hardy before we can start pushing for it. That said, there's an easy way to get the rotation here going a bit faster, I would imagine. Obviously, we gotta disconnect this, because it's not going to be fast enough for what we're trying to do here. There we go. Now let's see. I think I got an idea. It's not a perfect idea, but it is an idea all the same. So what I gotta do is, instead of heavily relying on these, if I do this, that's fine. I just need to get ready with the cobblestone here. There we go. Okay, there we go. Then all we do here is get the cogwheel here. Place it like so. No, that's not it. Alright, maybe picking up the lava first would be a good idea here. There we go. That way I can do this properly. So I want the gear there, yeah. Okay, so same principle here. Now, whether this works or not, I have no idea, but I'm willing to give it a shot, so. All we do here is just dig down a little bit here. And we go under here, don't we? Although at that point, why don't I just, yeah, why don't I just go under from here? Okay, let's see. I guess we're going under and then over. Okay, from there we go across. But in doing so, I do believe... Oh, nice. Okay, so I can do that, and then that. Rotate it. There we go. And I do believe, if the rotation is right... Yep, there we go. And as a result, we've got a cooker now. It's also being a slow turn on one side while being a fast turn on the other. Then we just simply duplicate the same process, I do believe, down here, and rinse and repeat. So, all we gotta do, take the gears, encase the chain drive, okay. This one's going to have to be a little bit more different, but otherwise the same principle applies, I do believe. Okay, we're just going to slowly but surely, well, as quickly as we can, just get the rotation in. There we go. And from there, boom. Alright, the rotational force is done. All we gotta do is just encompass the area with cobble to basically cover up anything that we don't need to show. There we go. Okay, and from here, all we do is just take this belt, once we've actually got it set up. There we go. Done. Toss this out of the way. Yeah, no, this is gonna work. This should work, at least. I don't know how much of a stack it will cook, but we can try to see how far it gets. I guess a good example would be to literally put down the lava here and see how long it takes for, like, I don't know, 9 raw copper to cook. Worst case, we can always just tone down the rotation speed significantly. But basically, we just gotta get this puppy cooking. It does seem that 9 appears to be fine on the belt, so that's good. But we are going to need to tone it down even further, I would imagine, so... Alright. Well, with that out of the way, we just need to connect this, and then we should be good. Okay. So this rotates all the way over to here. Okay, and take the encase chain drive. Ow. Right. Fire, not good. God, this is so annoying. But necessary. Ow. Okay, there we go. And all we gotta do now is just connect this with a shaft. Wrong way, there we go. Done. There you go. That is the complex mechanism that we've basically done. It's not perfect, I would say, but, you know, it gets the job done at least. Now, the biggest question is whether a full stack of resources is going to be enough to cook. I guess we'll have to see, won't we? I mean, we're going to need to build the other bits as well, so that we've got that going for us. So we've got plenty of time to work out the kinks. But yeah, no, this is going to be a complex mechanism, to say the least. At least for the rotation part, but, you know, we've managed to get the heater and cooker going. It's just a question of whether it's going to cook a full stack of cobble or not. Because that will be the determining factor on whether this is going to work as intentional or not. I'll quickly get a full stack of 64 here, and we will actually go through and test it. So, assuming the item goes in, this is a full stack of 64, because apparently 9 copper will be enough, but is a full stack enough with this pacing? It is not. Okay, so I need the rotation to go a little slower for the sake of just guaranteeing that a stack will, in due time, reach that point. So the easiest way to accomplish this is to just slow down the gears here. So all we do here is just do a big gear into a small gear. No, a small gear into a big gear, actually. And then we see how it goes. Because that's now slower. And the stack should... Oh, the rotation is buggered, though, so we should probably fix that. Although at that point, I might as well just go even slower, right? Alright, that should be enough. It's really slow now. So, if I were to toss it at the beginning here... It's not a guaranteed process. Well, it's not a fast process, but it's certainly a process. But if this does work as intended, and this speed is just barely enough to get it done, then we should be good. But if I can, I will probably rotate it the opposite direction if it just completes halfway through. Because at the very least, that signals to me that this entire... Yeah, no. It signals to me that what I've done is good enough. So I just need to get rid of this rotation. And now... this rotate backwards? It does. So I'm going to need to add another gear intentionally. Or better yet, I just do this. maybe? Does this change it? No. Okay. Well, I mean, there is a simpler solution. Take this out. Gear shift. Lever. Done. Alright, and with that pacing, it should be enough to get the job done. Alright, let's just quickly encapsulate this entire area with stone, as planned. Or at least a majority that we don't need to process. But yeah, those two belts are going to slowly work as intended. They're going to be roughly in the speed that we need them to be at, which is going to be slow, but not slow enough to warrant a concern. But yeah, no, that's going to complete most, if not everything, that we need to cook with. It's at a pacing that I'm satisfied with. It's ideal to work with stacks, but hey. That is just how it's designed, is it not? Okay, we'll just encapsulate everything else here. Ow. Alright, there we go. So we've got the heater, we've got the smoker, which is used for cooking fish and whatnot. Now we need the washer, which requires a water bucket. So we take that same premise that we've been doing this entire time. Of course, we need to set it up first before we do. I guess I could also do the soul sand version, just so I'm covering my bases at least. But I don't really need to do that, do I? It'd be nice to do, I suppose, so I guess it doesn't really hurt to do. Yeah, no, we'll do the soul sand variant as well, just so we can say that we've done it. Okay, I'm gonna have to move a little lower because the rotational force here is gonna be necessary. And we won't be able to affect the lever if we do it that way. Although, I guess I could just break that. Then do it this way. There we go. That way I can maintain the rotation without affecting too much of the machine. Now, all we do is just get the shaft here. Okay, we are going to need a little bit more encased drives for what we're trying to do here. That's fine. But overall, we're doing really well with the machining process, at least, so I can't really complain. Let's get some stone here. There we go. Okay, this does mean that this component is going to be hidden to a degree, but it's fine. We've got the process going for us, so I can't really complain. Oh, right. We've also got a... Well, I guess I could just get the encased chain drive to rotate above this as well. No, I'm going to have to go below. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're still going to need more encased chain drives anyway, so we're going to have to go back and quickly get more. So that is a thing. Okay. let's put some of this stuff away, so that way we can just continue on with our processing. Here we go. Most of everything is sorted. We'll put the levers away in here. Everything else is not really necessary, so we'll just do that. There we go. Get some iron. We're going to get the andesite casing. There we go. Alright, there we go. More encased chain drive. That's going to be fantastic for the build. We should probably put the iron away. Yep, there you go. We are going to need the flint and steel. We are going to need to get our hands on some soul sand, because we need to ignite it to get a cursed effect for our next, ability. Well, our next smelting point here. And then, of course, we got the washer that we need to do. So that's yet another thing that we have to do. On top of everything. Man, this is chores upon chores upon chores, but it's necessary, so whatever. Let's see. We are going to need the encased fans. Alright, once again. Need to go a little further here, because we need to set up the soul sand, obviously. So we need to get our shafts in, and then we should be good. Here we go. Alright. Cased fan. Soul sand. Flint and steel. There we go. Right now, we don't need to worry too much about the burn here, but basically, once we're done, we can just ignite those, and it will, kick off quite easily. There we go, just let those quickly cook, so that way I can take them. There we go. Alright, so those are those machines set. I just need to get the belts out, so that way I can actually wire this up properly. There we go. Grab that. And I do believe if I do this... Ah, bugger. Okay, so I won't be able to do that unless, of course, I can... do this. Alright, that's the rotation there done. And then I will quickly go through here. That way I can do that. And then follow up with a shaft here. Not exactly what I was looking for. Hmm. Wait, hold on. I got a solution. Okay, so if we do encased chain drive here, or better yet, if I do that and I get some gears out, preferably a small variety, there we go. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done, because the same rotation is going to happen here. Oh god. As you can tell, this is a very complex step, but hey, everything for the basics of cooking, right? Okay. So this'll get the rotations there. Now we just need the final rotation, which is the fast one, which is connected with this one. So we need that to... Yeah, we need this to connect back over to here, so... So all we gotta do here is just... Maybe I can find another way. Hold on. I mean, we're gonna need to do this anyways, so... Alright, there we go. We did manage to get it. Okay, so... There we go. So we got the 2 slow rotations. We got the fast rotation. Alright, there we go. Now we just got to get all these rotations going across here because we've now got to get the water in, don't we? So, all we do is just do the same exact thing that we've been doing this entire time. There we go. Go into this wall. And yeah, we just go in through here. And find a way to get the fast rotation going in. So the easiest way is obviously... get the fast rotation going here. Okay, rotate like so. Then encase chain drive across the top here. We'll toss the cobblestone here into the burner here, so that way we get plenty of cobble. Or rather, stone, I should say. Hurting a little bit from the fire, but it's no big deal, because we're going to be perfectly fine. Just wait for the cobblestone to cook and we should be good. There we go. Little concerned on the speed there, but whatever. Okay. For this, we just need to make sure that there is a sign there, so we just put a little bit of a block there. So that way we can put the sign in proper. I do not have a sign on me, but that's perfectly good. Okay, the pacing here is equally as fine, so that's good. That means the water is going to go in properly. Put the belts in. Alright, there we go. And tedious work. Tedious. Whew. Okay. Give me a moment. I'm going to take a drink here. Right, I'm back. Okay. So, ideally I don't exactly want it to be like that, but I don't really have much of a choice, do I? Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to make do. It's fine. We'll get the sign there in a bit, but for now, let's just focus on getting the other stuff set up, so... Obviously, what we need to do here is get the slow rotation going here. So the easiest way is to do that, get the in case change arrives here, and get them connected. That is the wrong direction. Okay, so we're going to need to find a different outlet here. Which is not going to be plausible, to my knowledge here. Oh yeah, that's post-rotation, huh? So we're going to need to actually go back here. And we're going to need to set up a... Yeah, we need to set up a gear shift, I do believe. So we need to get our hands on the gear shifts in here. There we go. We're going to need a lever for this. Should only need to be the first gear shift that we ever need. So there you go. Alright, put the gear shift here. Click it on. Okay. Rotate proper. Bada boom. And then... there we go. That's another set of gears set. Okay. Nicely ordered and set up. Perfect. And should we ever need more of these types of cooking methods, then we have them available to us. That does make me question, do we need any more, encased fans or any other things? Let's see. Encased fans, the 4 core things is bulk blasting, bulk haunting, bulk smoking, and bulk washing, it seems. There is no other methods here, aside from, you know, using it to make a brass jetpack, apparently. Which is an interesting notion here. Take a step back on your constructions by flying in the sky. It needs water and fuel to operate. Put it in your offhand, then drop your fuel or your water by pressing Q. Coal, wood, water bucket. Okay. That's something. There's also an andesite version of it, apparently. Coal, wood, lava bucket. You know, a jetpack would be nice, to be fair. And it appears that the andesite version only requires fuel here. You can fly a maximum height of 17 blocks. If you hit space while sneaking, you activate hover. Space into water. Activate dive mode and move faster into water. Interesting. For this, you can fly up to 27 blocks. Okay, so the brass one's better in general. Which only proves to be more interesting. But I digress. I'm getting distracted right now. I'm more focused on trying to get everything working here, more than anything. But we got everything there working. We just need to get the rotations of this working now. Which should only require us to... Actually, I think we just need to set up the thing here, don't we? There we go. Done. Alright, that is all of the systems basically done and over with. We just need to make sure that we set up a proper design here. Namely, barrels across the board, and then we should be good. And of course, we gotta name them, obviously. But you know how to be. So, I guess the only other thing now is just to put the mechanisms away, because we no longer need them. We can go back to stuff our resources back into the storage here. There we go. Anything excess, we'll just ignore. Okay, we'll put the coins away there. That way we've got a nice little addition there. Empty vials, I'm not sure what we're going to do with, but I guess we'll just put them away somewhere. As for the variable cards, I guess I'll put them in here for now. Anything else I want to put away? Not really. I will take the shroom lights because we are going to need them in a tiny bit. Right. I should probably also get the wood and the other tidbits. So we're going to need to get our hands on the cherry planks here. We need to get our hands on the dark oak logs, as well as the crimson stem. We are also going to need some dark oak signs, I'm thinking. So we're just going to do this. Boom. A lot of signs, but still perfectly fine. I managed to find the spruce signs. It was just in my inventory, as dense as I am. Okay. But, yeah. All we do here is just get the sign in place, the spruce sign for this. Done. Okay, so now, all we do is place the water liquid here. We've now got a washer. We've now got a smoker. And a cursor. Or cursifier, if you will. I will then place one of these over here. go. Not bad at all. And done. Okay. That should be nice and lit in the room there. So now we set up the positions for this. There we go. That's the bottommost bits. We should probably fill in the topmost. We're going to need to actually get our hands on some stone, though. So I'm going to quickly go back to get the stone that we need. Yeah, that should be enough. Okay. Now, all we do is just quickly go over the top corner and bottom corner here. Just to tighten up the area a little bit. Okay, cut what we don't need. We are going to need barrels for this, obviously. But it's fine. Alright. Done and done. We've got cherry planks, which we can align along the floor, just so we have a nice little platform to work with. There we go. Oh, got to chop these down here. There we go. And that is the flooring done for now. You can do the oak log shenanigans across the top here. Alright. We are now going to need to get our hands on the barrels themselves. And of course, make sure that they are going to be inputting and outputting properly. So, all we do is take the dark oak barrels, I guess. Don't really need anything specific with them, considering what they're going to be doing. We are going to need the item frames, though. Preferably, we're going to need a lot more anyways. But for now, we should be fine. Besides, we got something that we've got to do as well on that notion. How is our materials looking? Yeah, it's alright. Anyways. Right. I've also got to deal with this, so... There we go. For this, we are just going to take these two item frames and just put in what we need. So, copper ingots go there. We need andesite to go there. Don't we? Yeah, just put an andesite in there. There we go. So, andesite is needed to make the andesite casing. Copper is needed for the copper casing. For the gold casing, I do believe it is a gold plate or gold ingot. I'm not sure which, but it is still necessary. Okay. And with that, that is the majority of the machines basically set up. Okay. Now, we need to go over and ignite everything. This is going to cause a little bit of chaos here, but that's fine. Thankfully, we just have enough gusto to actually handle this. Okay. We need... Thankfully, we have 8 brass funnels. We're not going to be putting filters on them, but it's pretty obvious what's going to happen with them. So here we go. So we just need 8 funnels, and we will go through there. Alright. Now, all we do is we take out the dark oak signs here and start marking them. Okay, bulk blasting input. Okay, bulk blasting output. Input. Bulk. Okay, and finally, okay, there we go. We just needed those 4 signs, or 8 signs, to signify what's going where. But of course, we could do a little better than that. So, with signs, there is 2 things that you can do to make them a bit more noticeable, so that way you know what you're doing. The first is obviously you get some glow ink sacks, and you can make the words that you put in glow. However, because we are working with a dark backdrop for our base, we need to do something a bit more noticeable. So, we're going to use white dye to help see some things. So, to give you an example of what I mean, as you can see, we've got the grinder. If we use the glow ink sack, we can give it a bit of a glow. And if we use white, we can actually see it without it being such a heavy gradient on the glow. And it gives it a nice, clean look, which is exactly what we want for what we're trying to do here. We want it to be noticeable, but we don't want it to just be overbearing on the eyes. Because, as you can see, the difference between the two, yes, they're both bright, but this one's a bit more easy on the eyes. But yeah, that is exactly what we wanted to do, so now we can see what we're trying to do here. So, anytime we want to bulk blast, this is the way to go. Anytime we want to bulk smoke, it's here, bulk haunt here, and bulk washing here. So that is basically what we needed to do for today. Well, we did the majority of what we needed to do, anyways. So yeah, no, we did the machines that I wanted to do today. Now it's just a question of what we do next. Alright, so as of right now, there is one particular here, right here, this train casing, that I do want to change to something else, or possibly 2 things, even. Depending how things go. Because right now, this isn't really doing its job as accurately as I wanted to. I really should probably expand this by 1, but whatever. I'll just ignore it for now. This is just going to be a dead switch, or a gimmick switch. We don't really want to focus on this, put simply. As for the things here, we're going to need to get the copper, I think. So it might be in our best interest to get this set up as soon as we can, that is. But I digress. I'm going to be lazy about it and just ignore it for now. Okay, what is next on our list? Let's see. I did have a stream title here. Let's see. We've Done the furnace, washer, smoker. What else do I want to do? I honestly don't know what I'm going to do here. Let's see. Well, as of right now, we're doing quite well on, you know, material stuff. We basically cleared out the majority of what we wanted to do. Decorations are gonna slowly just be built alongside. I guess we could quickly just wall this off because this is all set up and ready to go. So there is no reason to not just clear things up and make it look nice. Okay, let's clear up our inventory here real quick. There we go, that should do it. Alright, we're gonna go into here. We're gonna take as many dark oak logs as we can, alongside a number of crimson stems to start us off. There we go. Gonna march our way all the way over here, so that way we can start the long, arduous process of just closing this up. Make it into a nice, good-looking corridor, at least. There we go. That is that done. Okay, so it is the same direction no matter where you place it. It's fine. Okay. Well, unless you face it upwards, in which case there you go, but... That's done. Okay. Alright, overall I'd say we're doing quite well. Alright, we've closed off the area, made it look nice. Is there anything else I need to do? Or want to do, rather? Not really, is there? 1.8k, 1.6. I guess what we can do is we can fix this farm, because right now it seems to be stuttering on whether it's working or not. So I think it might be wise of us to break this entire system down and figure out a better solution, because right now it's not working as acutely as I want it to. Plus, if I do it the other way I have planned, we can actually go about setting up just a straight-up belt across here, so that way the items can go directly into the drawers instead. Save ourselves the time and trouble that come with it. To that end, I should probably also put in a void, just in case. Yeah. A void upgrade would probably be for the best here. Put those away there, I guess. Put this away for now. There we go. Alright, but anyways, yes, our goal is going to be to try and fix this tidbit here. So, the current issue is that these do not like to spin as much as I hope them to. So, we need to completely change the design here, I think. To that end, I'm going to destroy everything until we're basically in position. Okay. We're basically going to break the entire zone here real quick. And figure it out for ourselves. What needs to be done. Okay. Alright. Okay, that is most everything done and cleared. Perfect. Alright, first order of business is to break this machine, because it's not doing what we intended for it to do. It's fine, though. We'll manage. Okay, we're gonna need to... Oh. That's how you access it. Okay. Quickly pump those full of resources there. There we go. As much as I love the mechanical bearing, it's gonna have to go. Alright, there we go. Now let's see, we should probably expand the farm so that way it's got a 4x4 most likely. I think that would be the best course of action that we can do here. Thank you for the follow, much appreciated. As for whom, let us see real quick. Yeah, thank you, Katie110. Much appreciated. Alright, let's break the lights up here. So that way we can properly set this up. Alright, there we go. It's going to be a little dark here, but that's fine. For the purposes of this farm, it's gonna have to be time-consuming. It is going rather well, thank you for asking. Just currently reconstructing the farm here for Magebloom seeds, as well as, well, as you can see, Sourceberries, which we have a lot of, but we just need to get more, is the thing. Well, regardless, it's going well. Okay, we're gonna... Okay, so here's my thought. I think what we need to do here is we need to rely on gantry carriages. Or gantry shafts. And we need to use that method as opposed to the alternative, because I do believe that is ideal for us. I appreciate the thoughts, but I already have a friend who I know, who I'm going to be asking in the future, once I do get monetized. But if I don't get monetized, I'm probably just going to keep it as is, because I enjoy the content that I'm doing now, and I don't really need that much art going for me. At least in my opinion, anyways. But, yeah, so we're gonna take these. I didn't know the wheels were here, but, you know, I'm not complaining. Alright, let's put some stuff away here. Here we go. And we should be good for now. I'll put the brass... Yeah, I'll put that away, I suppose. Alright, so... quickly take all this mechanical stuff out, because we don't need it. I should probably keep the rotational force here, though. But I'm gonna move it a little bit, so that way it looks a bit nice, more nice. I will do so. Katie. I shall, or Callie. Apologies. But yeah, no, if I can't get my friend to do something for it, then I'll check up your channel and see your Instagram and see what's what. Okay, so that's that. Alright, so for this, we're going to need the gantry shafts, aren't we? So we're going to drop here for a moment. So, for the gantry shafts... and we should be good. If you want to, I I'm not going to be opposed to you just posting it on the Twitch or Kick if you given you're on Kick. But yeah, no, by all means, I don't mind checking it out. But yeah. Okay, so for this land that I'm going for, we are gonna need to do a... Probably gonna need to get some distance here. Or at least we're gonna need to break the wall a little bit, I think. And then we should be good. Alright, so for this, we are going to need to do base expansion. I think it's already 3x3. Yep, there we go. We want it to expand at least one in this direction for what we're trying to do here. Whether this will work or not, I'm not 100% certain, but if it does work, it does work. So, we want it to go all the way up to here, and then back is what I'm trying to go for here. So, we need to make sure that there is a trigger for it to flick back and forward. Oh, I see. Apologies. That's fine. I'll just search it up. It's fine. No worries. Okay, so we're going to have a bit of issues with the lily pad of fertility, I think. So we might have to get rid of the lily pad if we're going to properly go through here and filter it. Alternatively, I could just put it on the side and just have an entire row of crops going that way. Yeah, you have a good day too, Callie. Thanks for stopping by. But yeah, no, I think the best course of action here is to put one piece of water here and one piece of water in the wall here. And that will get us the 4 areas here. Oh, but it won't get the middle, will it? Damn. This is a very, I guess it doesn't matter in the end. Like, we are going to need to break this up a little bit anyways, so it's not like it's a huge deal. So here's what I'll do. I will throw in some of the mechanical stuff, and we should be fine. Yeah, no, I'll throw in most of the mechanical stuff. I'll take the chest there. There you go. I'll quickly toss in some of the stuff that we don't need at the moment. There we go. We're definitely going to be needing the chests in a bit, but we'll worry about that later. I'm just going to quickly go through and break the blocks here. I think what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do an 8... a crop that's 8 length, I think. And then we should be fine. But other than that, we should be good. It just means that we gotta prep accordingly here. Alright. For this, then, we're just gonna need some buckets here. Yeah, you have a good day, too. Or, if you haven't already left, but yeah, I digress. Alright, anyways. I'm gonna quickly get to the book here. There we go. Just clear up the area as much as we feasibly can. So that way I can set up the farm proper. Alright. So, for this farm, ideally we want to mark it with a certain threshold. So, if we're going to be placing the lily pads in the corners here, we are going to want to set up the magical farmland like so, there. There we go. Okay. So, it goes out 4. I know that for a fact. So, I do believe it goes out 4 even on this side. So, from here we go 4. Okay, so this is as far as we can get it. So this is 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this is as much of a crop that we can get on one side. If we want more, we need to do some finagling here and there, if you will. So, what we do here is then figure out how much we need for this guy here. So, we go to this side, I guess. And I guess go 4, block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there we go. We do that. And there we go. That is one side basically done. Put in the lily pads, obviously. And there we go. That is one side of the farm done. Now we just need to do 4 for the other side. This will give us 3 blocks of room on this side to work with. It's not perfect, but we don't really have much of a choice here, given the fact that the water can only extend so far in growth range. And if we had more magical farmland, I would use that, but unfortunately we don't, so we're just going to have to make do. I'm actually curious, though, on how you make magical farmland. To make magical farmland... Give me a second. I actually want to check this out. I'm going to do a quick search. 1 second. There we go. Mystery bone meal. Magical farmland doubles the number of crops dropped, and yellow orchid can only grow on this type of farmland. Interesting. Okay. So, we just need to get a specific type of bone meal, then. Arcane bone meal. That requires arcane crystal dust and normal bone meal, and then you can get arcane bone meal. Nice. Okay. So that is going to be our way of getting more, then. If you will. Alright, so for this, we need to go up here. We need 2 more buckets, obviously, for this. We are going to use the andesite as a form of means to get all the water set up, so... Okay. Alright, there we go. I might as well just do this real quick. Why not, right? We'll do andesite across. And I guess we can technically get more if we go over here. There we go. I don't really need to do this, but I'm just doing it because I can, so whatever. Alright. Now, of course, with this out of the way, we're going to need to quickly just take these. Okay, there we go. Put that away, put these away, there we go. Done and done. I guess I'm going to need the super glue so that way I can remove all this before it becomes a sticky situation. There we go. We are going to need a iron hoe, so we'll just use the hoe here to till. 3, 4. And then we'll just make it magical once we get everything ready. Okay, the rest here is going to remain unfertile because we do need the... We basically need it to be like that. for the other side because well, the bushels for the grapes are not actually requiring any sort of farmland, I do believe. They don't use farmland, period. But regardless, set up the water here. Alright. Then we will set the water here. Alright. We will till the land on this side, at least. I do believe we can get plenty of arcane crystal dust, is the thing. So it's not like it's a huge deal on whether we can make this work or not, so... I do believe this is going to be the easiest part of this, actually. Because we've got plenty of arcane crystals, and arcane crystal dust, I think it's just crushed crystals, isn't it? Right? And hey, we got plenty of arcane crystal blocks, so worst case, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But all we do is crush them in there, and then we're good, I think. And that should get us 8. That is... Okay, not the way we get about it. Okay, Oops. Okay, yeah, I don't know where they went. I'm assuming they just got demolished, is the thing, so... Oh well. Alright, well, I guess I destroyed the machine there. Whatever, I guess. Okay, let's break this. Put this back here. Did we... Yeah, we lost it. Okay, so... I guess it got destroyed as I was going through it. I don't know. Point is that it got destroyed, and I'm gonna have to deal with the losses, put simply. Okay, we are gonna put this puppy back. There we go. Oh well. I thought it could be saved, but guess not. Well, I guess that's just gonna have to remain uncolored then. Oh well. Okay, so we are gonna need to get our hands on some more then. Specifically of the arcane ore variety, it seems, so... Let's get down to the floor here. Because there is only one good place I know that we can actually benefit from such things. Well, among other places, of course. Okay, but off we go. Okay, we are gonna go into not base expansion, but silk mine. That is still a lot of mana expenditure that we have to go through. Dang. Man, we're so full on inventory already. Damn. I guess we'll toss to calcitite, limestone, stone can go, cobble. Don't need the iron ore. And I don't think we're going to get anywhere here, so instead, I think it's highly more anticipated that we go out into the mines and go find it ourselves. Alright, let's see. Okay, nothing so far. Certus quartz, no. Tin, Certus. There we go. Nice try. Let's just ditch what we don't need. Deep slate, we've got plenty of back at base, so we don't need more. We'll put this in our shield slot. Alright, so we are looking for the arcane crystals. Those are going to be our top priority for mining, preferably. Or at least that is the intended goal. We can't find it. Worst case, we're just going to have to find an alternative method. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, so to get this, we need to get our hands on arcane crystal ore. And to do that, we need to find it, is the thing. Oh, here we go. Okay, we're gonna go into... Okay, so let's see. Base expansion, let's get rid of the AoE element, and... Yep, there we go. Just get ourselves the Silk Touch variant here. There we go. Well, I mean, 5 is enough for what we're trying to do, I suppose, so we could just go back now. Because we got the 5 that we needed. I guess it'd be better if we go back now, just so we have... Just so we can say we got it. There we go. But, yeah, no, we can make it by bulk blasting. Okay, so we can actually use our bulk blaster that we just made for this exact purpose. So all we do is just toss them all in there. That'll bulk blast relatively quickly. Of course, it does take time for it all to just go through the process, obviously. And there is no process for it to bulk blast further, so sort of put my faith here. I think it just went completed, so... Did it? It did. Okay. Alright. Now, with all this, we should be able to make the bone meal that we had wanted. Don't necessarily need to do this, but I'm doing it for my own sake. So now we just need the bone meal. And we've got the bone, but not the meal. We'll make enough to satisfy here. There we go. Alright, that should be enough. Alright. Now for this. It's far from enough magical farmland, but it will do us good. So I can't really complain. If we can, I'd like to get 2 more lily pads, actually. So that way we can actually get even more. And I do believe that if we go over to those floating islands, we might actually be able to get way more. But we're going to take these 2 here. So that way we can put these 2 lily pads to work on the other side here. Just so we're growing twice as fast with these. Which is... Well, I guess it won't grow twice as fast, but it will grow equally as fast. I'll get these 12 bits here and just enclose this area there. There we go. Put that back. I guess I'll put some stuff away here for now. Alright, there we go. That should be enough for now. We are going to need some food here, so I'm going to get my second to last stack of Sourceberry rolls. Eat those up. Nice. And I guess the seeds are the next thing we need to get. I think they filtered out of my inventory into one of these many inventories here. Which is a little bit of a concern, but it does mean that we've got more seeds available to us, to be fair. Here's the Magebloom seeds. There we go. Managed to get a surplus. 109, no less. It is a little bit dark in the corner there, so we are going to have to light that up a little bit. Other than that, we should be fine. Okay. If I go into here, we've got our reinforced shroom lights here, so all I do is just light up the corners here. There we go. Alright, now we just need to get the rotation force of the gantry carriage that we're planning to make here. So the ideal goal here is to make a line of harvesters here. And then we need a machine that is able to hold it. So, what I'm thinking we do is we get the line here, we make a little tidbit here. So we want to carve a little bit of an indent here. We are then going to get some glue to connect everything together. We are going to need a stair to make it look nice. Or 2 stairs, even. Or better yet, I could just do 1 stair and just make it look nice in a different way. Yeah, because I could have just the gantry shaft going on this side here. So what we do here is... In fact, I could probably... No, that wouldn't work. Never mind. I'm just trying to think of ways I can make this look nice. But there isn't really much I can do beyond the obvious. So we're going to take the dark oak wood here. We want it on the corner here. The same can be said on this side, so that way we don't see the wood poking out. We then get our hands on the logs. So that way we can just line it up like a nice noodle. We then get some stairs. There we go. Like so. Like so. And we get the gantry shaft along here. Or better yet, we can get it along the top here. And because it's not in the way to light lamps, we should be able to just force it through without too much issue. Like so. Although, if we're going to be doing this, we should probably let it be 1 block closer here, so that way we can make this work properly. We then get the gantry shafts that we've got here. We line up a nice row here. All the way to the end. There we go. We then need to give it a rotational force. Back and forward. But of course we need the gantry... Not the... I think it's called a gantry controller. It is called a gantry carriage, specifically. And it's got a sticky piston here. And thankfully we got 6 of them already. So all we do, connect it like that. And anytime it's given a rotational force, it will go one way and another. That is the aim for what we're going to try and do here. We're going to make it go back and forward. And just keep on its toes when it's trying to process goods. And we follow up with one final tidbit where we have a belt going across here that will deposit into these dark oak drawers is the goal here. Because why not, right? Okay, we do a dark oak log here. Stairs. Well, no, if I do it this way, and then I introduce the portable storage interface on this side. And we need to extend it by 1, so... So here's how we'll do it. We'll put the dark oak wood here, portable storage interface here, 1 here, So that way it can deposit all the items into a belt that goes all across, all the way to at least up to here, and that'll suck up everything. Okay. Do this. This. There we go. Okay, so that is going to be the machine that we're going to be rocking with, ultimately. I'll break this tidbit so that way it looks a little bit more nice, but other than that, we should be good. Let's quickly mow these. I highly doubt I'm going to get more Magebloom seeds anytime soon, though, so we'll just make it count with what we got here. Oh, we got 45 seeds. Jeez. Okay, I still got more to place then. Oh, right. And with that, that is those done. Now, all we need to do is get the mechanical harvesters here. Oh, right, we need to connect this as well. I think there might be a better solution here. Hold on. Because we need to make sure that this is cropped up so that way it has all 8. So we do need to have the dark oak wood like this. That is non-negotiable for what we're trying to do here. Okay. So what I can do instead is do this. Alright, there we go. And if I do a dark oak block here into a dark oak stair here, and then follow up with another dark oak block here into a dark oak block here with a portable interface up here. No, not on the side, but on the bottom here. There we go. That probably won't work either. I could do it like this, though. And just have the dark oak wood right on the bottom here. There we go. Then do a portable storage interface facing down like so. And then we can do the facing on top here. That will connect up to there. And we can have items drop in through here. Through a simple but sure funnel. Like so. Okay, then we simply do a shaft design. We're going to need to do a wrench here. There we go. That's going to connect those two together. We then follow up with a connection here. That brings it up. And then we do a full-on line here that gets us all the way to the end here. And that'll be that. Done. Okay, and with that, all we gotta do is just get some mechanical belts. Connect these up to here, like so. We'll also get some connections here, so that way we can actually, using specifically the, where are they? If we use the encase chain drives here, we can actually connect these together. That'll probably be for the best. There we go. So that way, whenever we do actually decide to set up the mechanism properly, then we can easily connect it up near here, so that way we don't have to worry about, you know, going overboard with the connections. In fact, I could probably go even farther and go into the area here, and then try and build something that goes here. But I don't know. I'll figure it out. We still gotta worry about the entire system here anyways, so whatever. Okay, and all this goes here. And I do believe the harvesters are already connected in a way, so we don't really need to worry about them. So we got those sorted. Now we just need to get the connection here into the gantry shaft, or the gantry carriage, if you will. So the easiest way, obviously, is to set it up proper. We're going to get the mage's spellbook here. And we're going to quickly modify our base expansion once more. There we go. That's going to be a 3x3. Okay, so for this, I do believe the easiest method is to quite literally just build a chain of large and small cogwheels to get the speed going at a reasonable manner. And then we should be able to go to and from with a flick of a switch. Or better yet, there is a way I can do it. It's just a matter of seeing whether it works or not. And of course, we need to make sure it just flicks back and forth, with a click of a sensor. Most likely through a redstone contact, I'm thinking. But we're going to have to do some redstone wiring up here to set up the mechanism. I've done it before, so it's not the first time I've done this. This is just going to be a different design of basically what I've done. After all, I'm very familiar with making farms, aren't I? But anyways, cogwheel here, and big cogwheel. Alright, Barlow. I didn't realize it was getting this early, but okay. I will have to wrap things up here early then. I was going to finish the farm, but I guess we can leave this on a side note. We've managed to do quite a lot. We came in here with the intent to make a whole bunch of furnaces and other, you know, bulk construction, so it's all good. Next stream, we're going to finish this farm, most likely. I'm not sure what we'll do next, but I think I will start relying on the quest guide to see what we do next. Most likely, what I'm going to be doing is figuring out a method to get extra rubber, or maybe I'll even go into figuring out a proper system that I can actually use to make proper electron tubes without so much effort on my part. But I digress. I'll figure that out next time. I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I know I did. And I will see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.